I came home one night, and someone else's truck was sitting in my driveway, not near it, not halfway in, fully parked like it belonged there. At first I thought it was a mistake, but I had no idea. This was about to turn into a 6-month battle and end with him trapped for 4 days straight. Before we get into it, make sure to like and subscribe for more crazy real stories like this. So, about 6 months ago, this guy moved in next door. Let's call him Brett. At first, everything seemed normal, until one day I noticed his beat-up truck parked in my driveway. I figured maybe he got confused, so I left a polite note on his windshield. Hey, this is my driveway. Yours is on the left. Simple. Respectful. But the next day, his truck was there again, so I knocked on his door. He opens it, middle of the day, holding a beer, acting like I'm the problem. I tell him calmly, hey, you're parked in my driveway again, and he just shrugs and says, yeah, my driveway has a crack. I don't want to mess up my suspension. I looked at his truck. It was already falling apart, but I kept it polite and said, I need you to move it. He said, I'll do it later. Later turned into 3 days. I had to park on the street, carry groceries in the rain, and deal with this every single day. When I confronted him again, you know what he said? Relax. It's not a big deal. You're being dramatic. That's when I realized this guy didn't respect boundaries at all, so I tried everything. I asked nicely, asked firmly. I even called the cops. The officer told him to move it, and he did, but with a huge attitude, like I ruined his life, and for a couple of weeks, things were quiet. Then one night, I looked outside. There it was again, his truck. In my driveway. That's when something in me snapped. I was done asking, done explaining, done being nice, and right on time, my cousin called and invited me on a 4-day camping trip. That's when I got an idea. The next morning, I packed all my stuff, but instead of leaving right away, I did something different. I took my old car, the one I barely use, and parked it directly behind his truck, bumper to bumper, no space, no escape. Then I locked it, took the keys, and left town for 4 days. No warning, no message, nothing. A few hours later, my phone started blowing up. First message, hey man, can you move your car? I need to leave. I ignored it. By Friday, the messages got angry. By Saturday, he was calling me names. By Sunday, he said he missed work and was going to tow my car. That's when I finally replied, good luck. It's my driveway. When I got back Monday, his truck was still there, trapped, and he was standing outside, arms crossed, furious. Walked right past him, didn't say a word, and went inside. 5 minutes later, he's banging on my door, yelling about how I ruined his weekend. I looked him straight in the eye and said, you parked in my driveway, so I parked in mine. What's the problem? He said I did it on purpose. I said, yeah, I did. He threatened to sue me, but I reminded him I had months of proof of him trespassing. He had nothing to say after that. I moved my car an hour later, just to be done with it. But guess what? Since that day, his truck has never been in my driveway again. He doesn't even look at me anymore. And honestly, that's all I wanted from the beginning. Sometimes being nice doesn't work. Sometimes people only understand consequences. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like and subscribe for more real-life revenge stories.